Hey everybody, you're watching A Physio Named Jonah. That's this guy. A few months back, I did a collaboration video with HYDRAGUN, which focused on the use of their percussive massage gun for the treatment of plantar fasciitis. Recently, I received from them their new HeatPulse Knee Massager, so I could share my physiotherapist's opinion with them as well as with you all. Without further ado, go ahead, kick back, relax, and we're going to chat about the new HeatPulse Knee Massager from HYDRAGUN. So the first night that I actually got it and opened it up, I filmed myself doing a little unboxing, opening, using it for the first time. So let's cut back in time to that Jonah so we can get his thoughts, and then we'll come back to current Jonah and we'll chat today. Okay? Cool. Bye. Today I'm opening up the HYDRAGUN HeatPulse Knee Massager that they just sent me. I've got all the required equipment. I've got the product and I have knees. Much like the actual HYDRAGUN they sent me, I very much like the branding, so we'll keep that. I'm very intrigued as to how this is going to work, because this just feels really nice. It's got like a really nice material to it. And then you can feel these two grooves in here, which I'm pretty certain is going to go around my kneecap. Maybe just below, because that feels pretty good. There's a pocket in there, in case I lose something. Velcro. One, Velcro, two. Okay, we're gonna have it too low. Alright, so this is why you read the instructions, because I'm just tapping away and it says press and hold the power button for 3 seconds. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, funny how that works, eh? So it's warming up right now to 40 degrees Celsius. That actually feels pretty nice. Alright, let's do massage speeds. So we're going to click the M for massage. So it's kind of intermittent. It's buzzing down into here. So again, strap, strap. And then this is the part that's actually heating and is vibrating in there as well. Okay, so green, or second speed, is still there, still doing a similar cadence. Okay. That's pretty cool. I don't think this thing would get too intense. It's pretty relaxing. It definitely is pretty chill to just have on top of there. So overall, first thoughts, again, first time taking it out of the box, I like the material that they use for the bottom. This is actually really nice in the center too. Pretty comfortable, the way it sits on over top of the skin. So far for right underneath of the kneecap, putting some heat right into the bottom, that seemed to be the best option. Very sleek and adjustable. I love that this little thing comes off. Right now, off the cuff, my first things I'm thinking about are anything kneecap related, like your patellofemoral pain syndromes. Because of where it is right now, again, I haven't been able to get it into the quads yet, so we haven't been able to do as much quad work with it, or obviously back of the knee, just based on the way it fits. But I'm gonna go ahead and play around with this and see you in 2 seconds, because I'll throw it back to current Jonah. See you later. Okay, but enough from that guy. Let's get into my current thoughts on the HeatPulse. After my experience using the massage gun from HYDRAGUN, I had a pretty high expectation from the company since their first product they sent me was really, really good. I was gladly not disappointed when I received the HeatPulse and got to check it out for the first time. The inside has a really nice thermal covering and is comfortable on the skin, which is a good thing because you're going to be wearing it for up to 30 minutes at a time per knee. The Silkro soft Velcro material on the straps is really nice as well. Because it doesn't have specific Velcro patches, the actual sticky pad can go anywhere onto the body of the Silkro material. It makes it feel a lot more adjustable, but just also have a much higher quality feel than traditional Velcro. In terms of a very subjective product feel, I think they struck a very nice balance between it feeling light and not like it's going to be cumbersome or too heavy to put on, but also feeling substantial enough between the sleeve and the actual pod that you feel like it's going to do something for you. There's an additional strap included that can be used to help adjust the size of the HeatPulse for larger knees or larger body parts, but I'm going to dive into that more when we talk about the use of the HeatPulse later on. The kit also comes with a USB-C adapter which can be used to charge the pod that controls the HeatPulse, and I think this was a smart move to go the USB-C route because it makes it very likely that the person purchasing this already has at least one other USB-C charger in their house, so you already have multiple chargers for the HeatPulse. This convenience is appreciated and not something I take for granted at all as a Mac user. Bringing up the charger leads nicely into talking about the pod, since this is what controls the heat pulse. It is a very sleek little 4-button design with a touchscreen plate onto it. It's also shaped like a fun little hockey puck, which being a Canadian means it's my national obligation to love it, so huge points for that. There are 4 buttons on the panel for controlling the heat pulse as you use it on your knee. The M button controls the massage setting that you're on, the power button turns it on and off, and the plus and minus buttons control the temperature that your heat pulse is set to. Pretty cool, it clips very easily onto the heat pulse itself using these little magnetic clips, and can be set up to face towards you or away from you, with the only difference being if you have it set up this way, the M is set for massage, or upside down, you now have it set to W for wombo.
You know, I wombo, you wombo.
Obviously I'm joking, either way is the exact same. The magnetic snap that happens when you attach the heat pulse and the little pod is very satisfying, and it somehow makes both the pod and the actual sleeve feel more high quality for the fact that they come apart and are their own separate entities. It's also just convenient that you can take this little pod off and use it just to go charge it, because obviously the sleeve does not have to get charged. So you can set this somewhere small on a desk, nightstand, and it takes up a lot less space than if you had to carry the entire sleeve around with you and have it charged there. Alright, well, since we've been talking about the control pod, why don't we talk about how to use the HeatPulse Knee Massager. Alright, so the first thing you're going to go ahead and do is wrap the heat pulse around the knee that you want to work on. You'll feel 2 small hard implants in the middle of the knee sleeve. These are the pieces that will be creating the vibration, so you want to be aware of where those are positioned. I found it most comfortable with the 2 bumps in the center positioned just below my kneecap. It was great from a comfort perspective, but that also puts the heat, since those are what's generating the heat, as close to the joint line of the knee as possible when your knee is slightly bent. Top and bottom Velcro straps to fit your leg comfortably. The HYDRAGUN logo should be on the bottom, and the magnets for the control pod should be on the top closest to you. Charged pod onto the magnets, hold the power button down for a few seconds, and there you go, it's already on. As soon as you turn the heat pulse on, it sets itself to 40 degrees Celsius. You can adjust that in 5-degree intervals, going up to 45, 50, 55, and 60 degrees Celsius, and those are your heating options when wearing the heat pulse. Again, it starts heating up right away, so you should feel that warmth under your knee begin to develop almost immediately. The heat is very focused. It's not distributed all throughout the entire strap, it's being generated within this HeatLast graphene band. The 2 hard pouches that we were talking about before, that's what's creating the vibration as well as the heat. So that's where you should expect to feel the heat from the heat pulse right underneath that kneecap. As soon as you turn the heat pulse on, you can also start playing around with the 3 vibration settings that it has. They are color coordinated and have a blue, green, and white light setting. The blue setting is the most gentle, the green setting is the middle, and the white setting is the most intense of the vibration settings. All of them are intermittent vibration, so there's no one setting that has the vibration always on. They're always alternating between on and off. The difference is in how long one is on versus how long one is off. The blue has these small pulses of vibration with lots of time in between, where the white setting is fairly consistent with how much vibration is being generated by the pods. And there you have it. Once you find the position that's most comfortable on your knee, find the heat setting that works for you, set the vibration or massage setting to what's comfortable, the massage is all set. You leave it for the next half hour, and that is the treatment that's being provided by the HeatPulse Knee Massager. Quick note here, the heat pulse can also be used on the elbow if you slide it on like so, or you can use the additional strap included to wrap around the body and use the heat pulse on the shoulder. Do I look like the Winter Soldier? Just lie and say yes. With all that in mind, let's jump into what my experience was using the heat pulse, as well as what my general physiotherapy thoughts are for this new device. Help me out as I was reviewing this product over the last couple weeks. I brought it in to some of my colleagues at work to get their physiotherapy thoughts as well. Obviously I work at a physio clinic, so getting the opinion of other physiotherapists seemed like a good idea. Overall, I really like the heat pulse. I was excited to try it out in the first place, just given how often I use my HYDRAGUN massage gun. So I was already kind of excited to use it in the first place, but definitely was not disappointed with the product they sent to me. I enjoyed my time using it. I think the quality of the product is fairly evident just in terms of its construction, but I also think the idea that they were going for was realized in that they created a portable heat creation device that includes massage specifically for the knee, and I think they nailed what they were going for. The portability alone of this product is a huge reason that I like it. Outside of the home, clinic, or high-level athletic centers, it's not very common that we have access to therapeutic heat, so having something that electronically generates its own heat for therapeutic purposes is really nice to have for sporting events that might be outdoors or like a tournament trip away from home. Coming off a hiking trip very recently where I was outdoors and doing a lot of repetitive hiking, it would have been nice to have something like this to help recover in between days, because you can generate that heat and have some vibration and you don't need any setup, you just need the HeatPulse and the little control pod. I think that one of the HeatPulse's major strengths and weaknesses is in its specificity. It is really good at delivering heat and vibration to this one specific spot under the graphene band, which sits again just below that kneecap. This means that if you have knee pain that is specific to this area underneath of the knee, things that come to mind would be patellofemoral pain syndrome, osteoarthritis, or even just athletics the day following if you have some knee soreness. This product is something that could very much appeal to that type of knee pain. The downside of this specificity is that if your pain is not in this area specifically within the knee, it makes it less likely this product is going to do what you want it to. There are uses of using the HeatPulse on the elbow as well as the shoulder, but I really think that this thing shines on the knee for anterior or front of the knee pain presentations. Based on construction, even if someone's knee pain was primarily in the back of their knee, where the vibration and the heat are coming from makes it less likely that it would be focusing on the back of somebody's knee for pain there. It does a really good job of that front of the knee under the kneecap pain, but wouldn't be impacting the posterior knee pain nearly as much. Two populations that came to my mind were patellofemoral pain syndrome as well as osteoarthritis. This is because using a soothing heat and vibration could be really helpful as a before activity, warm up, or after activity bit of a cool down from the pain to help both of these populations be active and do the exercises that are required to help improve both of these conditions. The knee strap on the HeatPulse is a universal or one size fits all, which as an individual of aggressively average build definitely works very well for me. I had no issues and found it to be incredibly comfortable. There is an additional strap again that's included to help the HeatPulse fit around a larger leg, but I will say that I found the colleagues of mine with a larger leg had a bit of more difficult time finding the best spot for the knee pulse as opposed to the tiny little legs like myself. It's also worth noting that one of my physio friends who tried this out found the vibration to not be the most comfortable thing on his knee, but he still did enjoy the heat that was created by the HeatPulse. I think this could have been an issue with positioning, but again, even in that case, the heat was still something comfortable for the knee. Now, I don't have as much of a direct personal horse in this race as I did with the previous HYDRAGUN, which I used all the time for my running, preparing my calves, hamstrings, glutes, all that kind of good stuff, because knock on wood, I don't have any knee pain currently, so I can't say how this product impacted me and my knee pain when I didn't have any knee pain to start off with. What I can tell you is that if my knee started bothering me like it did when I was younger from running, I had a good enough experience using this as I was reviewing it, where it is something that I would reach for and see if it could help my knee pain from running. In closing, the HeatPulse Knee Massager is a new product from HYDRAGUN that I really enjoyed getting to test out and review for you guys today. It is a high quality product that definitely seems to do a really good job at what it does. Before picking one up for yourself, I recommend a couple things. Think about if what I described today, that area of heat that's created as well as vibration, would be something that would help you and your specific pain. Again, it is a very focused heat and vibration, which if that's your area, I think is a great fit. However, it's not going to be the best fit for all different types of knee pain. However, if what I described today sounds like a good fit for you, it probably is. It's a good product and could be something that would help you. As always, I do recommend working with a healthcare provider who knows you, most importantly, so that you can ask questions about your specific case before you jump in on any new product that's going to be affecting your healthcare. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. You are awesome, and I appreciate you hanging out with me for the last few minutes. Important to note here again, huge thank you to HYDRAGUN for sending me their HeatPulse Knee Massager. I very much enjoyed my time working with it and enjoy collaborating with that company. So, thank you to HYDRAGUN for supporting me in the creation of today's video. There's an affiliate link below that will take you to the HeatPulse Knee Massager page on the HYDRAGUN website. There, if at checkout you use the code Physio Jonah, you will receive a $20 discount off your purchase of a HeatPulse Knee Massager as long as the purchase is made within 1 month of me releasing this video. That information I will release below so you know the last date available for using that code Physio Jonah at checkout. Disclaimer that as always with affiliate links, if you use the affiliate link below to go to HYDRAGUN's website, I do receive a small commission from HYDRAGUN for referring you from the site. It's important to remind you that the code Physio Jonah can be used on any landing page that takes you to the HYDRAGUN website. As long as you use the code at checkout, you will receive your $20 off, and there is no cost to you ever for the use of affiliate links. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button below, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want notifications on when I release new videos like this one or other physiotherapy topics. Leave a comment if you have any questions about today's video, and I look forward to discussing further with you down in the comments section. But most importantly though guys, as always, move your body, have a laugh today, and I will see you at the next video.